Ziggy X. I got one more problem with you, girl. Hey.
Hey guys, I know it's been forever and a day since I've filmed a video for YouTube. As you can see, I've just been really busy with a little somebody over here. And then I've been busy working as well. So I took a little break from YouTube because it's a lot of work. But I thought, why not come back and do something really exciting for everyone. So if you do not follow me on Instagram, I did announce that I will be doing something called Mommy Mondays, which is every Monday I'm going to try my best to post a video that is dedicated to all mothers or soon-to-be mothers or grandmothers or anybody that's just interested in the life of a mother. And I'm just going to be talking about topics that we can all relate to. I'm going to talk about milestones that the baby is reaching. So yeah, just pretty much things that we all have in common, or anything that moms want to hear me talk about. Yeah, that's just what I'm trying to do, is just want to hear what you guys want me to talk about so that I can talk about what you want to hear. So on Instagram, I asked a lot of my followers, what is it that you would like to see my first Mommy Monday video on? And a lot of girls mentioned that they wanted me to talk about how do I juggle being a mommy, how do I juggle working and also being a wife. I'm not going to lie, it is very difficult. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you guys and make it seem like it's all rainbows and butterflies, because it's not. But I'm not trying to discourage you guys either. It's not impossible to do, it's just very difficult. But if it's something that you really want, you're going to push yourself. That's all it really takes, is it's determination. So it's how bad you want it is how you're going to get it. So yeah. Fortunately, I have a family that is very, very supportive of my career, which in the beginning it was really hard to get them to support the whole makeup thing, because my family is just very big on education. When I told them that I didn't want to go to college anymore and I wanted to pursue my career in the makeup industry, yeah, that didn't go so well. But you know, at that time, I mean, I was already an adult. My parents couldn't tell me what I could and could not do. But still, I'm very close to my family. So I just wanted to talk to them about it and get their perspective on what they thought I should do. Clearly, I didn't want to do what they thought I should do, which was continue going to college. Which eventually I will go back. I'm not going to lie. I would like to go back. But my passion is in the makeup industry. That's where my heart is really at. And I guess after a while, after my parents seen how truly passionate I really was about it, then they got to understand, you know, how could we stop her from doing something that she really loves? Which I get it, because if my daughter ever came to me and told me that she wanted to pursue a career in art or in the entertainment industry, if she's into a good type of entertainment, then I wouldn't stop her. I would support her all the way. And of course, even more because I'm in the beauty industry, so I get it. But yeah, so my family, they're very, very supportive. My mother is she's great to me and Leonie. You know, if my husband is working and he can't help me out, I can always count on my mom. So I have to tell you guys that that's really like a big factor in how I get to really juggle everything. Because if my parents weren't as helpful and my husband wasn't as helpful as he is, I honestly, I don't know. I know I would be able to do everything I'm doing now. It would just be a lot harder. So again, if you do not have that type of assistance, that's not saying that it's impossible. It's going to be harder, but like I said, if you're really determined and it's something that you really, really want, You'll find a way. You just have to really believe in yourself, believe in your craft, and you know, it'll all happen. It might not happen as quick as you would like it to happen. Hey, why do you have an attitude? But it'll happen in its time. You know, she just turned 1. So the first year I traveled a lot. I've been to New York 6 times since my baby was born, pretty much. Yeah. Or since she was about 3 months, I've been to New York 6 different times. And my parents, my husband, they all come together and they take turns with the baby. So when my husband is working, my mom has her because my mother's retired. But then if my mom is busy or has to do anything, of course, my husband takes over on his, when he gets out of work, he comes and gets her. On his days off, he comes to get her. So, yeah, you're talking too. So there's it's a healthy balance between family and work. Are you eating plastic? You better not. No. At first, I'm not gonna lie. The whole Instagram, social media world, being, I guess you would call it Insta famous, was very tough on my marriage, because I know it sounds crazy, but to me at least, once you get a certain amount of followers, I mean, you have to keep your audience intrigued. So that required me to literally be, ouch, on Instagram on a daily basis, because I noticed if you go maybe a week or 2 without posting pictures on Instagram, oh, your following is gonna reduce big time because people lose interest. We're not playing catch here, little girl. The life of a mother. See? It's amazing though. Wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, so I had to be on my phone a lot, obviously, because I had to take pictures. At that time I didn't have a camera, so I had to take all my pictures through my camera. And I had to take all my pictures through my cell phone. And you know, that really bothered my husband, me having to be on my phone so much. And I understood where he was coming from, because you know, when you're married to someone and you want to spend all your time with that person, and we're still, at least us, we're still newlyweds. We're going on 3 years being married, and next week, or I think on Friday or Saturday, one of those days, we're actually going to make 8 years together. So we've been together for a long time. I was 15 years old when I got with my husband, and he was 16. We are high school sweethearts. And so as a wife, you know, I had to think as a wife, not as a career woman. As much as I love my career, I'm a family person. So I feel like my family, my husband, my child, they come first, and my career is secondary. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to put my career at the back end. They're both up there on my priority list. But obviously, I made a vow to my husband the day that I got married to him. So that's number one. So when he expressed to me that he was kind of bothered because I was always on my phone, I've tried to think of a way that I could make him feel involved, where he didn't feel... Hey, what's wrong? I tried to think of a way that I could make him feel involved in this whole Instagram world. So I told him, I was like, well, why don't we invest in a camera and you become my photographer? So I won't have to be on my phone as much, taking pictures and, you know, going through it all. I just didn't have to do it all on my own. And I know it sounds probably stupid. It's something so simple, but I felt like, well, the only way that I feel like he would understand this whole Instagram blow up is if I involved him in it. And so we purchased a camera. He became my photographer, and I love for him to come with me to events. Unfortunately, a lot of times that I get invited to these events, he's working, so I have to go alone. But I come home, I talk to him about it. I just try to make him feel like he was there. I know husbands might look at this like, well, who the heck would want to hear about a makeup event? Like, what guy would want to hear about that? And I mean, who knows? My husband probably could care less about who had the best smoky eye at the event and whose red lipstick was all up in their teeth. He probably wouldn't even care about that. But I like to involve him in stuff. He's my husband. He's my partner. So it's not just my partner in marriage. He is my partner in my career, my partner in life, my partner in raising our child. So, yeah. And I mean, a lot of times, okay, I'm married. Fortunately, I have a great supportive husband. But, you know, I want to be realistic. Not everybody has that. And I'm not trying to knock anyone who doesn't. I want to be real with you guys. So if you don't have a guy who's supportive of you, you know, don't let that get you down, because you're your biggest support system, and I feel like your biggest motivation would be your child. Not a man, it would be your child. The child that you carried for 9 months, and the child that was created in your body. Yeah, you had the assistance of a man, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, if the man is not there, you know, men come and go, and hopefully one day you will find a man that understands your career choice and your passion, and a man who respects that. I feel like that's a major thing. So yeah, that's pretty much how I balance everything. I involve my husband in a lot of my projects. My child, I have her with me all the time. While I'm doing my makeup, I have her with me. She could be playing with her toys. I'm not a parent who really likes giving her like the iPad to... Girl, you are talking up a storm. Look at you, superstar. Say, move over, mommy, because I'm the new superstar in town. Yeah? Woohoo! Say hi. Hi. Say hi. You know how to say hi. Okay, you feeling like a diva. Yeah, so I have her, obviously, I have her around for everything that I do. Fortunately, a lot of my clients are very understanding. When I have the baby with me, a lot of times they like to play with her. They'll even hold her while I'm doing their makeup. And no. Oh, girl, no. These are Ray-Bans. You can't be doing that to these clothes. No. What can I give? Look, you want to play with a package? Here. Play with a package. It's cool. It's silver. Yeah, a lot of times my clients like to play with her and hold her, like I said. Which is, I mean, I couldn't be any more grateful for that. You know, the only time I don't have her around is when I have like a wedding or some situation like that. And I mean, I have my mom or my husband who stays with her whenever I have weddings. But yeah, when I'm doing my makeup, I have her around. When I'm working on a client, I have her around. And I've been doing that since she was pretty much about a month or 2 old, because she needs to get used to seeing me do this, because this is not a hobby for me. This is my actual career. So I have her around my makeup and stuff so that when she hits around 2 or 3 and because if I hide it from her, I feel like when she's around 2 or 3 years old and she discovers my whole collection, she's gonna go bananas and destroy everything. So I've had her around my makeup since she was around 2 months, and she doesn't really pay much mind to it now because she's so used to seeing it. It's kind of like boring to her already, which is great for me. So yeah, again, I involve my husband, I involve my daughter, and that's just the way I balance motherhood and marriage. It's all about having a healthy balance, never putting I'm not gonna say don't put one in front of the other, because yes, I would say put your family in front of your career, but also take care of your career, because your career is what's gonna help provide a better life for your child, your children. And I mean, I'm the type of wife, I don't feel like my husband should be the only one supporting the family. I like being able to help him, and I just feel like it's important, because I don't want to I don't want my husband to feel so stressed out because he has to handle everything on his own. And I've never been that type of female anyways. I couldn't, I don't know how I would be if I had to like completely depend on him, because I'm just not used to it. So not that he wouldn't do it, it's just I think I would feel weird. But yeah, that's pretty much how I handle the whole chaotic world of Viva Glam K. It's very chaotic sometimes, especially when I have to travel. It breaks my heart having to leave my baby. I wish I could bring her on all those trips with me. But, I mean, as she gets older, one day she'll understand why I had to do it. And I know she'll respect me for that. Okay. And, yeah. I mean, motherhood's amazing. I actually would want more children. I know it'll be even harder trying to do this with more, but I'm just such a family-oriented person. And I grew up, I'm not the only child, but I grew up as an only child because my siblings live in New York and I'm based out of Orlando, Florida. So I want a big family. And my husband is like, oh no, stop it right there. He is one of 5 and he's like, 2 is the max. And I'm like, maybe 3. I'll just probably sneak it up on him one day. He's not a drinker, so maybe I'll put some alcohol in his water or something and hope that he doesn't notice it, but he might. Anyways, yeah, so my next video is gonna be, it's called Fabulous Fridays, which is gonna be focused on beauty and fashion, which is the reason why I even started this YouTube channel, was for, you know, the beauty industry, because I'm a makeup artist. So yeah, every Friday I will be posting makeup looks, fashion looks, makeup hauls, fashion hauls, and then again on Mondays will be all about being a mother, the best job on earth. And all I need you guys to do is either comment under the video, if you follow me on Instagram, comment on Instagram what you would like my next video to be about. And yeah, I really look forward to hearing everyone's request, and I will try my best to stay more consistent with these videos this time around. The baby's a little older, so hopefully it'll be a little easier, or not. But either way, I'm going to try my best to give you guys what is it that you need, or not that you need, but what you want to hear. I think the little munchkin is getting sleepy. So you gotta say bye. Say bye.